My brothers and sisters, Holy Week in the season of Lent is the most powerful and important week in Christian calendar. During this week, we remember how Jesus was betrayed, arrested, guided through false trials, flogged, beaten, forced to wear a crown of thorns, and then made to carry the cross to Calvary. And all these without having had any sleep for over 24 hours. He was exhausted in horrible pain. Yet, in the middle of it all, to our surprise, there is something amazing which our Lord exhibited, and that is compassion. He was extremely compassionate and kind through his suffering until his death on the cross. In his public ministry, Jesus showed compassion to the suffering, sinful, and those who were like sheep without a shepherd. But to see him showing compassion, even as he endured the torture of crucifixion, is beyond comprehension. Such was his integrity. I am humbled when I think about all that. His compassion to those around continued to supersede anything that was going through personally. Now, let us meditate on some of the incidents of his compassion during his passion. Among the crowd, there was a certain group of women weeping and following Jesus. We do not know who they were. What we know is that Jesus, though beaten, bloodied, exhausted, and carrying the cross that weighed a good 100 pounds, noticed these women and said, "Daughters of Jerusalem, do not weep for me, but weep for yourselves and your children." Jesus was trying to warn the women that things would get worse in the coming years and generations. Jesus was more concerned about that. It is astonishing to see that Jesus took strength to warn the women about the future. He was focused on others, showing more compassion than himself. Jesus showed compassion to his persecutors right from the cross. His compassion reached its peak when Jesus prayed to his Father to forgive Roman soldiers and his own people who tormented him. Even though none of them deserved forgiveness, Jesus understood their spiritual blindness and pleaded with his Father, "Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they do." Jesus knew that if they knew who he was, they would not have crucified him. Jesus' prayer for forgiveness is such a beautiful expression of his immense compassion he had for people. This prayer for forgiveness from the cross attracted millions of people in the world and made them his followers. Jesus continued his mission, seek and save the lost, until his last breath. To the thief who pleaded for mercy, Jesus showed compassion in the middle of his own suffering to him by saying, "Today you will be with me in paradise." Through the pain in his body and fight for breath, Jesus showed compassion and graciously confirmed the thief's faith and granted him the gift of salvation. Though dying on the cross, Jesus had a presence of mind and thoughtfulness and made sure that his own mother was placed in safe hands. He loved his mother and she loved him. She followed her son through thick and thin. Jesus showed his love to his mother by handing her to the disciple whom he loved. Behold your mother. And from that hour, that disciple took her to his home. Compassion is all about caring for and understanding others. Compassion literally means suffering together. Jesus brought about a great transformation in people by showing compassion, not by condemning or judging them. Very soon, Holy Week and Easter will be over, but the message of passion and death of Christ, which is compassion, must remain with us always. Let us share in people's happiness and difficulties. Let us get involved in a cause we care about. Let us offer a genuine apology without justifying ourselves. Let us go the extra mile to help those in need. Let us be listeners. Let us talk to children about their emotions. Let us accept and embrace the differences. Finally, let us be kind to ourselves. Rather than brooding over past mistakes and condemning ourselves over failures and mistakes, let us humbly accept all the imperfections and strive for a new beginning. This is the message of passion, death, and resurrection of Christ that I see for myself and for all of us. God bless us.